shift is on. The deep 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 shift is on.
Hey, what's up? My name is Dr. Jeff Blum, speaker, singer-songwriter, magician, mentalist, author of The Deep Shift, and creator of the Deep Shift Experience. What you're about to see is a segment from my signature program, The Deep Shift Experience. It's a one-of-a-kind program combining insight, entertainment, and transformation. It's all about breaking free, taking it to the next level, and becoming the best version of yourself. So I have one question for you. Are you ready for the Deep Shift Experience? Awesome. All right, so we're back, and we have
Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Hey,
Jeff.
how are you, Jeff?
Nice to meet you.
Same here.
We're going to continue with our Deep Shift talk, and today we're going to talk about beliefs.
Okay.
All right? And, so perfect place to start. What's a belief? Okay, a belief is a trust, it's faith, it's confidence, okay, that something is going to happen, and that something is the truth, and something is real, and it is something, okay? And you have this faith and trust and confidence that this is the truth about this situation. And we all have beliefs. They've been forming inside of us ever since we were kids. And, our parents, our teachers, our coaches, our friends, our siblings, everybody, every situation, puts thoughts in our head and gives us certain beliefs. And we have experiences that we've undergone and we've had outcomes, good or bad. What happens is that there's this emotional attachment that comes onto these beliefs. They're not just idle thoughts, okay? They're thoughts with emotions attached to them. So for example, and that's how they were formed. So for example, if you're in first grade and you draw a picture and you think it's good,
Right,
and then you show it to everybody and they're like, what is that, that's embarrassing. Right, and you're shameful, and you feel a little frightened, oh my God, and a little bit less sure of yourself, and the same thing can happen on, athletic field somewhere. It can happen, you ask a girl out and she says no, and you're rejected. So these are all emotional attachments that we have. Now let me ask you a question. Is there something in your life that you are aspiring to, like in your world of success, that you haven't yet attained? So for example, you're here but you want to get here. Is there something that is still gnawing at you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the same for me, and it's the same for most of you, I'm sure. But here's the thing. It's your beliefs. I call them, in your case, I'll call them Tony 1 beliefs. In my case, they're Jeff 1 beliefs. All right. But they're these beliefs that we have that cause us to take, Jeff 1 or Tony 1 actions where we get Jeff 1, Tony 1 results, okay? And we're going to continue to do that because the decisions that we make are based on the emotion that we have that tell you what to do in most of the important ones, decisions anyway. So we're going to continue doing that until we make a change. So you might say just change your beliefs, and that's what the Deep Shift is all about. It's about making that shift. It's about making that change from Jeff 1 to Jeff 2, Tony 1 to Tony 2, and changing those beliefs that you have so that you'll take different actions and you'll get different results, that are going to make you Tony 2, and you'll be able to hit that mark. Okay, so we have these 3 ropes. We're going to use these ropes to illustrate the point. Okay? And I have 3 different size ropes, but this one is the big one. This is the big rope, and it represents unlimited potential that we have. We all have this unlimited potential, inside of us to be great. And I want you to examine that rope, if you will. We have this ability to be great, and we have positive beliefs about how great we can be. Like when it comes to blank, I'm great. I am, I can do this if I put my mind to it. I I'm good. I got this. This is, these are all positive things that we say because we feel confidence. And there's a lot of good, positive beliefs that we have about our potential that we have. Okay? Normal?
As normal as,
Okay.
yes. Absolutely.
Problem is, we have this one here. Small rope. Okay? You could examine that one too. The small rope represents our limiting beliefs. The ones, I'm not so good at that. I can't do that. Things like that don't happen to me. I'm not really worthy of great success. Things like that, which unfortunately a lot of people have. And when you combine those beliefs, okay, with this potential, this is often what you get. It's medium-sized rope, mediocrity. So examine the rope of mediocrity. And that's the problem, okay? Like Tony said before, he has something that he wants to do in his life. He hasn't achieved it yet. Why not? Why hasn't he achieved it? It's because he's taken Tony 1 actions. And you got to take Tony 2 actions if you want to do it. And we're going to show you how to make that deep shift, okay? And part of it is deciding that you're not going to believe those limiting beliefs, because if you believe them, then you're going to follow your life by them, and you're going to still take the same actions and get the same limited results. Okay? So Tony, let's do it right now. Let's start right now. Is it your belief that these are normal ropes of different sizes?
That's what they are, yeah.
Normal ropes of different sizes.
You can
Okay?
see it.
And I showed you. Okay, that's the big one. That's the little one. That's the medium-sized one. Okay? And it's as simple as that. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you how we can just change our beliefs. Big rope, medium size, small. Now Tony, with me, I want you to say, these ropes are all the same size. These ropes are all the same size. See, we said that together with power, okay? And we believe it now, okay? And it's this real, belief. And if you say it with enough power and enough force, okay, what happens is, for the moment at least, okay, that belief changes, okay? Right before your eyes it changes. A minute ago these ropes were all different size ropes. Well, guess what? Now they're all the same size. There's 1 medium-sized rope, there's 2 medium-sized ropes, and there's 3 medium-sized ropes. Okay? So, what do you think now, Tony? Are these ropes all the same size?
Yes, they are. I don't know
Yeah.
how, but
Yeah, look,
it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and I'm going to show you without any doubt that these ropes have, in fact, morphed. Okay, because there you go. Look, these ropes, all 3 tied together, and they're all 3 ropes of medium-sized length. Okay? For the moment, for the time being, because you know what happens? When you try and change a belief, there's only 2 ways you can do it. You can do it consciously or subconsciously, and the way you do it consciously, it's temporary. It doesn't work. It's like an affirmation. I am happy. I am successful, and the idea is that you're going to outsmart your subconscious mind into all these, because the subconscious mind is where everything is stored. Every memory, every experience, every emotion is stored there. And with these conscious ideas, you're trying to consciously overpower them, but you can't. And you know what happens in that situation? When you try to change your belief using affirmations, this is what happens. It goes back to the way that it was. In this case, back to the ropes being different size ropes.
What?
Because look, this rope here, small rope. This rope here, medium-sized rope. And this rope here,
Oh, God.
the long-sized rope.
Well, that changed my beliefs.
I would say so.
Does that make me Tony too?
You're on your way. You're on your way. And what we're going to do now, I'm going to get rid of the small rope and the medium, and I'm just going to use the long rope here. Okay. So Tony, the other thing I have is I have this ring. Okay. It's a solid ring. There's no gaps, but don't take my word for it. Okay. I want you to examine it, and we're going to let this ring be the ring of resistance. It's going to be emotional resistance. This is a term that I didn't make up. but it's something that the people, the experts, believe to be the thing that holds us back. And what you have to do is figure out a way to get at the subconscious level and remove this emotional resistance. And that's what this is going to demonstrate. Okay, so normal ring, right? Solid?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to do this, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to make it even more resistance, okay? I'm going to tie this rope into a ring. Now we have 2 rings, okay? So, you know what it's like to penetrate solid and solid in reality. Does that work?
Not
No,
really.
No, not usually, okay?
Not in the real world.
But in this situation, okay, what we're going to do is we added some extra resistance. We're going to see. So if we were able to remove the resistance, we could penetrate that ring through that rope. Yes?
Yes.
All right, Tony, I want you to find a soft spot. Pick a spot on the ring that you think is a soft spot.
Right there.
Right there? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's put the ring. Okay, you put it around there. Okay, right there. Okay, I'm going to come away from you, as far as I can. All right. Now, what I want you to do is when you're ready, anytime you're ready, I'll say remove the resistance and you drop the ring. 1, 2, 3. Remove the resistance.
Wow.
And check it out.
My goodness.
Check it out. The ring is now penetrated the rope. All right. So to remove the resistance, here, try it. Here, remove the resistance. Go ahead. Boom.
Wow.
Here, I'll show you. Watch. It's not that difficult. Okay. Once you get the hang of it, okay, right there. That's the spot right there. Look, it's not through yet. Okay. It's not through yet. It's not through yet. Watch. It's right there. Look how easy it is to just remove that resistance.
What are you doing? Wow.
It's the universe that's doing it.
Yes. Quite.
Okay. So now, when it comes to removing the resistance, there's 2 ways you can do it. And only 2 ways. Again, I mentioned the conscious way, which is like affirmations and things like that, and maybe some goal setting. But unless you remove the resistance, these are all futile attempts. So I mean, you could, and that's like this. Just you say, okay, I'm gonna untie the knot, and when I do, I can slip it. Easy. Okay. The easy way would be to say do affirmations, right?
All right.
But there's a better way. Okay, a more magical way, a more difficult way, yes, but usually those are the things that you have to do. That's what Tony 2 would do, right? The things, not the easy way out. You got to do the things that take effort, okay? And here it is. So watch. So if you come over here and you grab the ends, all right? Okay, I can't explain how I even do this because I could just pull the ends and they go off, 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 and then you could, if you get really good at this, you could pull them, and they come right off. But the problem is you get this endless loop of rope that keeps on going on and on and on and on forever,
Mm-hmm.
which is not good either. The only solution in this is to take the ends, stick them back on, and then, and only then, will you be able to slip the ring off the rope.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't believe what I'm seeing.
Well, that's the thing. When you start doing the deep shift, and you start following those rules, the new rules that you create, different set of rules, different point of view, okay, that's when things will take a shift in your life.
Amazing.
All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. So if you're interested in bringing the deep shift experience to your organization, simply click the link below and visit my website, book a Zoom discovery call with me, and we can have a conversation about your audience, about your event, and we can talk about how we can transform that event from just an ordinary gathering into a spectacular, unforgettable event that people will be talking about for years to come. Thank you.